Welcome back to the Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Denmo, suggested by Chris, one of our subs. He says that the content here is good for men. So I went around, checked out his stuff, and I chose this particular video first, which is 5 hard pills to swallow. If you don't fucking know these things, you're going to have a tough life. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
The greatest lies that has ever been told is that life is fair and you are fine just the way you are. Your school teachers, Disney movies, even your own parents have been telling you this lie since you were a young little lad. They've been drinking the Kool-Aid and they've been passing it down to you. Here, Melvin, drink the Kool-Aid. There you go. And you're just like,
Pretty much.
Ah, fuck. That was kind of stupid. Trigger warning. This video may offend you. If you are a sensitive little NPC, crawl back under the fridge, put your headphones on, and have a nap or some shit, because this video is going to be the truth, the 5 harsh pills that you need to swallow. You're going to need some Kool-Aid to swallow these. But once you can accept these, you can move on and get the life that you actually want to. For once, a video that helps you, and then you can make great changes to your life.
Damn right.
Amazing, right? My name is Denmo, and I spent years suffering because I refused to accept these 5 harsh realities of life. In this video, I'm going to share them with you so that you can avoid the painful mistakes and weak mindsets that I had when I was your age. Let's begin. Number 1, nobody gives a fuck about you.
Nope.
Never did, and they never will. This may sound dark or pessimistic, but I want you to ask yourself, why should anybody actually care about you? What have you actually accomplished in your life? You're not a kid, so you know better. You're not a woman. So society doesn't forgive you when you make mistakes. They don't blame you for things that you do wrong. It's not easy to get into a relationship. It's not easy to get married. You're much less likely to be homeless, die on the work site, etc. You're a man. You're born a man. Now answer my question. Why should anybody actually care about you? Because you're a nice guy? Ha! Good one, bro. Imagine that. Imagine if just being a nice guy was enough. Holy shit, bro. It's not. The truth is, everybody's in it for themselves. If you don't provide value to others, then you're useless. Sure, your mom will love you, your dad will love you, your friends from high school might keep hanging out with you just because they don't have any better friends to hang out with. But realistically, you need to provide value. And if you don't, nobody cares about you. I know it's awful, it's messed up, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. And then once you accept that, swallow the pill, you're good to go. Number 2, life is easy.
That was solid. I'm not saying that nobody cares about you. Tell you the truth, most parents still care about their kids, even though their kids are older or delinquents and stuff. Most parents have almost unconditional love for their children. It's just how it is. Like my dad, I fucked up plenty of times. My mom and dad still love me. They still, take care of things that they can't take care of. It is what it is. Those are probably the things that my parents always tell me. You can replace everybody in life. You cannot replace your mother and father. Those are the only 2 people in life you cannot replace, in a sense. Why? Because a wife, you can replace. Just remarry. Children, you can replace. Just get more children, in a sense. I'm not saying like this is right or wrong, right? Friends, you can make new friends. But you can't create new parents that gave you birth. That is something you cannot do. So I agree with him that nobody cares, except for maybe your parents. And I want to say that because I think parents have a bigger part in people's lives than they assume, just because of like how society works nowadays. Even my parents, I love my parents to death. I love my dad to death. I love my mom to death. But I can't replace them in any way possible, right? Because their love to you is quite unconditional, right? Especially my mother. My father, we had some our ups and downs, but ultimately, if they're good parents, they're good people, it's hard for them to shun their kids away, no matter what their kids did.
Easier for certain people, and those certain people are women and wealthy people. Bro, wouldn't it be nice if you were born rich, like your dad or your mom owned some kind of company where they were worth millions of dollars?
I wouldn't want
you
that.
had like housemaids growing up. You got a car as a gift when you were 16 years old.
I was fortunate enough to when I graduated high school, my father did buy me a car.
They even paid for you to go to university. That'd be great, right? But the truth is, 99% of people never get to live that life. And a little part of me wishes that I had that too. And then the other one is women and how life is easier for women. Do you remember when you were a young kid in school and you would get in trouble for stuff, but the girls would not? Or like when a girl would lie to a teacher and the teacher would believe them just because she started crying. I just remember when I was in school, the teachers were so much nicer to the girls in the class, where the dudes, it's just like they would yell, they would use harsh tones, they would punish us for doing the same things that girls would do. Like women just had no accountability when it came to school. And I don't know if it's different in your country, comment below, maybe it's different. But really quickly I learned, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Cry because it works for a girl?
See, this is what's happening now. I love his content because he puts this out there. No, a lot of men now are just bitching and moaning of that. Oh, women get better privileges. Men get this. It's like they've always been. Pull yourself by the bootstraps and improve. That's it.
That way I don't get in trouble? No, that doesn't work either. The truth is, men and women are different, right? I remember when I was like 19 years old, the first time I was going to a club, I waited in line for 2 hours with my friends. That was after paying $20 just to get in, right? And then a cab comes up, a group of attractive girls get out, they go up right in front of us, they skip the line, and then they're basically like, hey, can we get in? And the bouncer's like, yeah, get in. Lets them right in. I remember seeing this and turning to my friend and being like, what the fuck was that, bro? We just spent $20. When you're 18, 19, $20? That's a lot, man. That's like budget of drinks for a night. And I saw this and I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't get mad at the girls because I understand that clubs are a business. And if there were no girls in the club, then guys wouldn't even go to the club. So it made much more sense for them to prioritize girls than it would men. So the point I'm making, guys, is that life is set up to favor certain people.
Correct.
If you're a woman, life's easier. If you're born rich, life is easier. If you're born a man that's like 6'5" and you're just absolutely jacked,
this is true.
People treat you way better. They respect you more. They don't fuck with you as much. The point I'm making is life is easier for certain people. You just need to swallow that pill, bro. Move on. These guys have their own problems and they're different than yours. Hard truth number
100% agree. Like the other part of this is equity. Like for the women's side, I'm glad men don't really push for equity, but women in this type of sense, they would push for equity, trying to push all men up to a certain level to where they can fight. But no, we don't push all men to a certain level. Men need to get themselves to that level to be able to fight. That's the issue. That's a lot of men are battling. They think that life should push them up to a certain level for them to be comfortable, to be happy, to be whatever the fuck it is. But it's not like that. You have to earn your happiness. You have to earn your comfortability. You have to earn your possessions. That's how men have always been and will always will be, because we're not the same as other people and we're not the same as rich people. And yes, women have their own little things. Great for them. Who gives a fuck? Now it's you. Don't think about other people's privileges. Deal with your own issues to get you to where you need to be.
Number 3, there are certain things that you cannot change.
Yes.
Physical features, your height. I know some crazy fucks out in Asia are like breaking their legs and then they're laying in bed for a year to grow a couple inches taller.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that. And then there's other dudes that are getting like dick extension surgeries. There are certain limitations that you have, so you need to accept them and make up for them. Think about this. All of these rich, famous YouTubers, right? Are they tall, jacked with big dicks? No, bro. They're short, ugly, with little hammers. Billionaires, CEOs. You think that they were just chads when they were kids?
Nope.
Absolutely not. They're skinny, they're weird looking, they're short, probably kind of a nerdy vibe, but they don't care. They don't let that limitation hold them back.
Correct.
They compensate for it by being very intelligent, by working super hard, by going and doing work that others are not willing to in less competitive industries. So for example, everybody wants to be a musician. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber.
Yep.
How many of you actually want to be an engineer? How many of you want to be a coder or a doctor or work relentlessly for 15 years?
I mean, look at me. I'm YouTube. I don't make much money off of YouTube, like pennies on the dollar, but I do I'm going towards cybersecurity. I have my own little businesses. I do small little jobs here and there. It is what it is. You gotta work towards it, right? You're not going to just expect to get all these things so easily. Like, there's so many men that are probably worse off than me, but there's men that are better off than me. Well, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm going to still work hard to get to where I want to be. Wherever they are, great. I mean, I look at some of these people like Elon and all them. I see them as a goal, not as a, fuck, if they did it, but, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it. No, I was like, damn, if that guy can do it, hopefully I can get somewhere close or at least halfway to where he is. If I can get to halfway to an Elon Musk, I'm at least a billionaire.
Straight on a contracting company. None of you do. But they are willing to, and that's why they get the success that you do not. They don't let their limitations hold them back. There are so many examples of short dudes that fuck all kinds of girls, of ugly dudes that are loved. Have you guys ever been to a stand-up comedy show? Half the dudes there look like shit, and all they do is talk about how miserable their life is and how small their dick is. They own it, and they make it part of their personality that they are not held back by their limitations. Mm-hmm. You can absolutely look smacks, you can improve your looks. But again, you guys are obsessed with all these black pill videos, these forums like, oh, it's already over. This is just cope. Good, bro. Shut up. Why do you care?
So this is the part where I like him. I watch black pill. I watch red pill stuff. I don't subscribe to them like to the T. No, I pull the things I need to pull from them. Looks matter. That I do know. So try my best to get good looks. And then I build everything else. Right? You have to work little by little on little things that you can change. Looks maxing is not too hard. Dress a little bit better, go out, work out. That would probably be a little bit harder. But, you know, get a nice haircut that matches your face, trim your, like, you know, get clean shaven or trim your beard or whatever it is, just to give you a little bit of an edge of how you look better. That's it. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take a lot of money to do this. But there's other ways too that you have to work on. It's not just looks. It's not just money, and it's not just game. It's all of it combined, plus confidence.
That much that you feel entitled to things that other people get, but you're not willing to help other people. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Right?
That's the problem with these black pill guys. You think you're just going to be able to get things without putting in effort? And so what if you can't get things? Does that mean you're not going to help others now? Because society didn't help you? That's a bitter way to look at life, bro.
I do agree.
Fuck off. The one thing you can change is confidence. The one thing you can change is being attractive when you have a conversation. Your charisma, your intonation, the way that you use your voice to create a roller coaster of emotions. The wittiness, the observational humor that you can pull out of random scenarios when you interact with a girl. I have a whole course that breaks everything down that you need to go on multiple dates per week with attractive girls. But guess what? It involves leaving your house. And you don't want to do that. You want to just keep watching videos like this. So if that's you, okay, keep watching the video. But if you actually do want to bang girls, I have a fucking solution for you. I have a course that teaches you how to do it. Click the fucking link in the description below to get my #1 best line when approaching a girl. You let these limitations hold you back and justify the reason you don't get the results that you want to. Oh, I don't have a girlfriend? It's because I'm 5'6". Okay, bro, keep playing that game. Don't let these limitations hold you back.
Hey, I'm 5'7". I'm barely an inch taller than what he just said. I still get girls. I actually don't approach that many women, period. I'm in this stage in life, you know, after the divorce and everything. I don't really care for, I guess, like, sleeping around. And I've actually been on the semen retention thing, trying to focus on a couple more of my tasks just to try to, like, I want, at the end of the year, I want to get to at least 10,000 subs. I want my lighting business to at least be making 50K. I want my cannabis delivery business to start up with our flower line. I want my ChowTime company, not ChowTime Podcast, but the other side of the company, to start, you know, promoting more events and things like that. So I have a lot of goals I want to get, and just chasing women and just trying to get my dick wet doesn't serve my goals. So I'm not saying that you can't get your dick wet or don't go get your dick wet, but when you focus on certain things, other things are just less important. He's talking about, getting relationships and getting girls and stuff on this particular one, but just pills and the hard pills to swallow in general, because you need to handle some of these things to be able to even progress normally in life. If you can't take that other people have better lives than you and easier lives than you, you're going to resent people all your life. So work on yourself, focus on what you can fix and what you can do.
Number 4, hardest pills to swallow. You do need to work to survive. You do need a job, or you do need to start a business or come up with some kind of income stream in order to survive. Because the truth is, you are not special. You are not different than anybody else. So why should you be able to live and be given things while everybody else has to work for what they have?
Correct.
You think you're so special that you don't have to work, you could just stay at home, and then everybody else works, and then you get money? What are you, a fucking idiot? That's not how the world works. If you don't contribute value, if you aren't willing to work, then you don't get fed. When I was 18, I just took whatever job I could get. I worked doing construction jobs. I was a landscaper. I worked as a forest firefighter. I was a driller. I killed hundreds of thousands of chickens in a factory. I did all of these miserable jobs, but I knew that as long as I could work these jobs, save up enough money, I could work on a plan to do something that I actually enjoy. The problem is you aren't willing to do that. You're just looking for the easy solution. Okay,
that's most people.
I have no capital. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. So what can I do? Let me go online, ways to make money, thousands of dollars a day without leaving your house. So now you're competing with every other guy that's just like you, too lazy to leave the house, too lazy to get a real job, too big of an ego to get an hourly wage, and you have no capital. So naturally, you're going to go into something that requires no capital that everybody else is in. The big trend right now is copywriting. I get dozens of emails every week from people just saying, hey bro, I wrote this email. Shut the fuck up. I'm never going to read that. You just took a course thinking, all right, I'm going to use AI to send email sequences out to people. That takes no effort. I get hit with all these offers by people that literally don't even care about what they're doing. They're just trying to make money. So my whole thing is you should find something that is a good opportunity. And that doesn't have to be the thing you do permanently. You guys are so terrified of trying different things, looking for that perfect solution, that you end up spinning your wheels for months or years, when in fact, if you tried different things, you'd be like, oh, I actually like this. And
He's not wrong. I mean, I just mentioned to you guys all the shit I'm doing. They don't even relate to each other, to tell you the truth. My lighting event business does not relate to my YouTube. Well, I use the lights for the background of my YouTube. That's about it. But that business doesn't even really affect how YouTube works. And then my cannabis delivery business also has nothing to do with any of this stuff, right? So when opportunity shows itself, I take advantage. I take every opportunity very seriously, if it requires capital or not. The ones that require capital, my lighting business, I put $15K into that, buying the lights and stuff, right? Cannabis business, I actually required less because my friends had the licensing and they just needed some help. So I came in and helped. So I didn't have much capital required for that one. My other business, like YouTube, actually had a lot of capital. I bought new monitors, I bought my PC, my lights, my mics, the camera. It was all quite a bit of a expenditure for doing YouTube. And did I make money? Did I haven't even made my money back or even close to making my money back? But it's an investment. Am I going to be some big YouTuber? Probably not. Am I going to make good money off of YouTube? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to try. This is my goal, is to get a little bit more passive income, or a little bit more easier stream of income, or more, I want to say, like remote type income. So I can do this anywhere I want. YouTube, my lighting business, I can somewhat do wherever I want. I just have to have employees in California to help set up the lights, right? But I still need to show up to all the events myself and set up all the lights by myself now, until I grow to a big enough company to where I can hire some people, right? Whatever the opportunity is, It does not matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you don't know what the fuck it is. It doesn't matter if you're a genius at it. I like my saying, stumble forward and stay confused. As long as the opportunity presents itself, move forward with the opportunity. You're going to be confused as fuck because you don't know what's going on, but you'll learn. You'll learn as you go. You pick up the skills, you pick up the knowledge, and then you just keep moving forward. That's why I love the saying, stumble forward and stay confused. Why are you stumbling forward? Because you never want to stop, or you never want to go backwards. And why are you getting confused all the time? Because you're picking up new knowledge constantly, and you're moving forward constantly. There's no way you'll ever be an expert. You'll never be an expert as long as you keep growing. That's the whole goal.
You can make enough money to support your side hustle, your hobby, your passion, something that's very oversaturated. Like, let's say you want to be a YouTuber. Okay, work a 9 to 5, and then every day when you get home from work, that's when you work on your video. But you don't want to do that. Fucking idiots. Number 5, hardest pill to swallow, is that one day you will die and nobody will care. If when somebody dies...
You know, in real life, I'm just as harsh as this guy. On YouTube, I am a little bit nicer. But I'm starting to think that I should probably just be as ruthless as I am in real life. Because motherfuckers just don't listen. Motherfuckers don't have the drive. They want to do anything, and it just makes me sad. It makes me sad when I see people just struggling in life. You know, like, I have friends that watch anime all day, play video games all day, and smoke, and they have no money. They actually make good money. They make $60,000 to $70,000 a year, but still are living paycheck to paycheck. That is ridiculous to me. Like, I talk shit on them all the time. I tell them, like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, get your ass out and fucking work. You know, they can't get women. Why? Because they never even want to go outside to do any activities anyways. Right? Like, these are my good friends that are in high school that I don't associate much anymore because, yeah, they're stuck in that rut, and I don't want to be stuck in that rut too. Right? People that are watching, I know you guys watch a lot of my stuff. And if you're not doing things to improve yourself, what's the point of watching? Just for purely entertainment? That's not what my channel is really about. It's not pure entertainment. If it was pure entertainment, I'd just make stupid videos all the time. But you see me make a lot of videos for helping improve men. I know those videos don't even do well. My self-improvement videos or all the videos like this are probably going to do shitty. But I'm still going to fucking do them because it matters. It matters to me. It matters to society. I don't want people coming out of my channel to be weak men. I want men to be strong when they come in so we can build a strong community together and then do things. Move the line. Move things in society when there's enough men together that are on their purpose, on their grind, that have a very similar goal. We can usually achieve that goal. Just don't be scared to take those steps forward. Don't be scared to be sore at the gym. Don't be scared for people looking at you at the gym because you're a little bit bigger. Don't be scared to people looking at you at the gym because don't know how to use the machines too correctly. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Just do you. You know, when I go to the gym, I literally just put sunglasses on. I'm probably the only guy at my gym that has sunglasses on. And all I do is work out. I don't look at anyone. I just put sunglasses on and work out. If you need to do that and put some earphones on and just ignore everybody else in the gym, do it. But get your ass out there, motherfuckers. It's not that fucking hard. At least do 1 day at the gym a week. Then 2 days at the gym a week. Slowly build. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just get to it.
Everybody had to stop doing everything. The world would literally cease to exist.
Correct.
We have to move on. It's like a survival thing. I was watching 1883 the other day. It's a really good series. And it's about these ancient pioneers traveling across the United States to get to land where they could start a new life. Every episode, somebody dies brutally. And they're just like, oh man, that's brutal. all right, we have to keep going though.
Yep.
And then they just keep going, right? And this is supposed to motivate you because we fear so much about what other people think.
Yes.
But if you knew like you were going to die, you'd be like, whoa, what? Why don't I have time for that? I don't have time to worry about that. As I got older, I started to have family members pass away. My grandfather passed away when I was 16, and then my other grandfather passed away on my mom's side when I was 21, and then my grandma passed away, and then my mom passed away about a year ago. And each time somebody passes away, it's hard, it's brutal, but then you have to deal with it. You have to be the one organizing the funeral, going up on stage, giving the speech, talking to all the friends and like distant cousins of your.
Damn, I feel for this, man. I went through this myself with my mother. She passed last year. I had to handle everything. I paid everything. I handled all the events, the temple event, the funeral home event, everything. It was probably the hardest shit I've ever done in my goddamn life. Right? Because there's emotions involved, and then there's things that have to get done. And then there's also other people's emotions involved. All I could do is hold myself together, get everything done, and then when it came time to the speech and everything, I couldn't hold it in. I tried my best. I didn't cry the whole time until that speech, and I was just, everybody saw. And I felt the way about it too, in a sense that I shouldn't have. Like, men are given the right to at least cry at a loved one's passing, right? I had that right, but I felt bad because my sister and brother were crying even harder because they saw me cry. The pillar fell a little bit or like jiggled a little bit. And that kind of made me sad that I couldn't be as strong as I should have been, right? It's okay to fail sometimes. It's okay to not be the person you always imagine. It's okay because people understand. Not all the time, not every scenario, but when it comes to certain scenarios, especially something like this, people understand that you're going to have to fight some emotions, right? But does that mean I'm just going to go off in the sunset and just cry my tears away on my own and just, woe is me, mom's gone? No, after my mom passed and as I was doing all of the events, and that's when I really went hard on the YouTube. I did 2 episodes a day. Sometimes I did 3 episodes. And I was still handling the things with my mom. Why? Because I didn't want to focus just on my mom. And I knew I lost a mom. Now I only have a dad, my last parent. Do I want my memory, the last memory of my dad remembering me is being where exactly I am now? No, I want him to see me in a much higher position. I want to be able to provide for him in a much higher position too. So I just suck it up, worked on my YouTube. I started the lighting business in January. I dropped 15K on that, and I'm doing okay with it. I have events here and there. I need to get the website up a little bit more. I've just been doing a lot of things. Plus, I take the cybersecurity classes and things like that. Stop having so much free time. Free time is the devil. Like, in my opinion, it's the devil. Idle hands is one of the worst things you can do as a man, right? Either you have a hobby. Like my hobby is, actually, this is kind of my hobby. I like making these videos and looking for videos to do and stuff like that. So this is why I focus on this. It's more of a hobby. It might pay, it might not, but it's a hobby. This is why money just sinks into YouTube right now. I don't make any money, but it's okay, right? It's okay to fail. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to be a little sad. It's okay to pause a little bit. We're not saying you can't, but it's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to be depressed and stay depressed. It's not okay to give up. It's not. You push forward. You become stronger. Like, this is my first death in the family. It is quite an experience for me. Would I be better at another death in the future? Yes, because I've experienced it before. I know what to do. I know to do better. That's all we can hope for in life, is to do better. But if you give up, you lost. You fucking lost. There's nothing else you can do. No one can give you anything to be able to get you across that line if you gave up yourself.
Family members, and you kind of get over it. And then a couple days later, you're back to work. You still need to make money. You still need to go to the gym. You still need to find a way to get food. It's like our bodies have adapted to just move on really quick. And it seems painful, but the truth is, that's going to happen to you one day. They'll look at some photos of you. Your family will be like, grandpa was awesome. But realistically, we're all going to die, and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay? So you need to accept that, bro. And then start living your life without worrying as much, knowing that, like, I am going to die one day. But before you move on, you need to learn the 7 biggest mistakes that fuck up most men's lives.
That was some awesome chow. Those 5 pointers are definitely things that men have to overcome. You're going to die. That's it. Nobody cares. We're men. That's it. You have to work for what you get and feed yourself. That's it. All these things you can't avoid. You can't. People are going to have easier lives. Women have easier lives. As men in this content create and in this space, we know women have easier lives. Are we going to bitch and moan every time? No, just get the fuck to work and do your shit and take care of your business, and then find a good woman to take care of. Fuck everybody else. I don't mean like literally have sex with everybody else. I mean, like, who cares about them? So please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.